Kevin Rapp, I'm the Western Regional Sales Manager with RTI, and it's time for the Rapp Report. Now, I hope you had a great 4th of July. We did. We live in a neighborhood that sort of turns itself into a war zone on Independence Day, so we grabbed our helmets and we cowered for our lives, and we sat back and we watched the show. And it was a good show. It was a good 4th, and I really hope you had one too. You know, I have been promising you a march on CEDIA since we began introducing all those great new products at Infocom last month. And as part of my commitment to continuing to show you how we're not your granddaddy's RTI anymore, and with our new products being the bedrock for that transition, I'm really committed to showing you more of them as we move towards CEDIA now. And we're going to start with two really important ones today. The update to Integration Designer 11.9, so things are really starting to get interesting, and on our Blustream side, our brand new USB 3.2 extenders. And if you spent any time in a recent conference room or certain security details, you know how cool and how important these are and how excited we are by them. But before we get going on those, I want to check in with you on training. So we're continuing to do OnSite Training at our headquarters in Shakopee, Minnesota, and while I covered it last week, I still want to make sure that everyone is clear on what the experience entails, because in addition to it being 3 solid days of RTI Integration Designer training that gets you to certified programmer status, it's also an all-inclusive package that includes everything once you get yourself to Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport. We'll pick you up. We'll take you where you're going, we'll get you trained, we'll get you fed, we'll even cover where you're sleeping and the like as well. And I'm telling you this because June sold out, and July is going to sell out pretty quickly here, and then August will as well. And while September and October will be following behind as they often do, they're going to sell out too, and I want more of our guys in our region to really achieve that expert status that comes along with this. So, your immediate dates for training are July 16th to 18th and August 6th to 8th. There will be more classes after that, but I really hope you'll think about committing to one of them. You can absolutely positively get in touch with me for any details. You know, I don't know about you, but I love the vertical integration elements of the AV control industry. The notion that we have to build hardware and then figure out how to program it and then give you a means to programming it as well. Listen, I think you know by now that I like to get excited about stuff, and I admittedly like a little bit of hype, but I only hype what's real, and I only hype the truth. And I can tell you with absolute certainty that I am a better programmer. No. I'm a programmer at all because of Integration Designer 11, and since we've just had this really cool update to Integration Designer 11.9, I thought it might be a good time to just show you how much the Integration Designer 11 platform has grown just in this calendar year, just in the time that I've been working here. Guys, I started here in January, and we had just introduced Integration Designer 11.7, which proved to be a pretty important update in that it provided support for our new Intelligent Meetings line. But it also addressed some of your long-standing requests for new kinds of layouts and macros and pages that you could use for new kinds of projects that you're doing where you wanted a little bit more creativity and control in your back pocket. And we even fine-tuned a little bit of what we were doing with our touchpads and the like as well. In 11.8, Integration Designer 11.8, which came actually fairly quickly on its heels, we came out with Alexa voice integration, and you can't get much bigger than that, with also some adjustments to how we were handling diagnostics within our XP Diagnostics platform as well. So even before we got to ID 11.9 just a couple of weeks ago, we were already having a very big year with Integration Designer 11. We'd not only grown out its functionality, we had also introduced new products that took advantage of the inherent capabilities of Integration Designer 11 that don't exist anywhere else in the control market. And now, with Integration Designer 11.9, you're going to get these advantages as well. Okay, Integration Designer 11.9 includes those backgrounds you're looking at right now, which will add a little more instantaneous panache to your work. And yes, I said panache. It's also got a ton of sound and audio resources related to audio distribution and presentation and sound management. And it's even got this cool text search and replace function that doesn't sound like you should be able to call it cool, but it really is. There's a video out there, and I'll include it in a link in our YouTube site as well. So just in the 6 months that I've been here, ID11 has grown remarkably and was already the fastest and easiest and the most comprehensive software programming platform on the market. And just this year, think about this, we have taken you more deeply into the conference room. We've implemented Alexa voice integration. We've added comprehensive network audio control, programming, and componentry, I should add as well. Added even more easy and comprehensive design elements for your work, and still continued to work hard on what's next. And what's next? Guys, while I cannot bring myself to do the math for you, I really would recommend you get out your TI-30s and think about what might be coming. We were at 11.7, then we went to 11.8, we are now at 11.9. And I can tell you that the really big stuff happens when the big version number before the period, before the decimal, changes. So 11.7, 11.8, 11.9. What I'm saying to you is to get on board now. What I'm saying to you is that Integration Designer is killing it. And what I am saying to you is that is all I have to say about that for right now. Get on board. Okay, more cool from Blustream, and we just can't help ourselves. USB 3.2 extenders, and man, I cannot believe that I am getting excited over something called a USB extender, but if you've ever had to hang a PTZ camera, if you have ever had to extend a USB 3 signal for any distance, you know not only how hard it is, but how little equipment there's been on the market to help you get it done up until now. Man, I love selling Blustream for our innovation, but I first love selling Blustream for our stunning reliability and our absolutely consistent commitment to a quality engineering framework which just is not standard within our particular realm. This is what you absolutely have to have in place before you can start thinking about things like USB extenders, because they are obviously pretty complicated. So this is the UEX3C- kit, which is a USB 3.2 extender kit utilizing HDBaseT technology, which we are better at than anyone in the world, to extend USB 3.2 Gen 1 signals up to 100 meters over a single cat cable. Guys, Gen 1 is 5G, and that plays huge in our environment. You can also connect two devices to one kit, and as long as you keep the bandwidth under 5G. It's USB-C or USB-A, backwards compatible to USB 2.0, has POC, and a wall plate version is coming as well. The SW12 USB is a 10G box format solution offering up to 4 USB-A or USB-C hosts and advanced switching to help integrate all of the action into your existing systems. I really, really love these things, and I really think they're great. And by the way, you have got to check the price. So that's it. I'm in and around LA this week. Hit me up if you are. Phoenix also toward the middle of the month, and a few other trips that are going to be coming on and off. I'll be setting up some visits and also perhaps handling a few drop-ins, but you got to feel free to call me first. I hope your 4th was great. I really do. I hope your family was swell and wonderful, and you just had a terrific weekend. I am off to see the remnants of Steely Dan in Thousand Oaks, California, and I hope we're all ready to go and reap the whirlwind again. So for RTI and Blustream and the Rapp Report, I'm Evan Rapp, and it's under control.